This is Mark from the Bluetones. My mate Matt is going to be so jealous. You're still a massive band that sell out wherever you play. I mean, is that flattering, or is it something that you work really hard at?
Well, no, you can't really work at those things, can you? It's all like completely out of your hands. We just try and put on the best shows that we can, try and make the best records that we can, and hopefully everything else will fall into place. And, you know, so far we've managed to kind of fool everyone for about 15 years.
You were signed originally, now you're independent.
Yes, we've been independent since about 2003, and have enjoyed. Well, there's good and bad with both sides of the coin. There's good and bad things about being signed to a major label, and there's bad things about
What's
being
the good
signed
stuff?
with an indie. Well, with a major label, obviously you've got a lot more clout behind you. You've got more money to be spent on advertising and promotion, so people know that you've got a record out.
Yeah.
But the downside of that, I suppose, is that then there comes a certain pressure to. You start becoming distracted by the numbers game a little bit, because you start thinking about how much everything's costing. And you also can get lost in that machine, I suppose, if you want to use. We'll go with that.
It's very faddy, isn't it? It's all about marketing trends and what's hot at the minute and that kind of stuff as well.
Well, generally, yeah, these things do seem to be kind of controlled by some secret cartel. But things do come along now and again where a complete curveball of success that no one expected.
There is life after a major label. That's
yes. I mean, there are a lot more freedoms with being with an independent label, and I mean, we never had experienced any problems in terms of our output and kind of artistic control over the record sleeves and the posters and the way things are presented to the public. But some things were more of a struggle than they necessarily should have been. And with an independent, you get carte blanche to do what you like creatively, I think.
Yeah. Which
is not necessarily the case with a major.
Effectively, Mark, you've made a career out of music, and this is your livelihood, isn't it? Yep. Is that something you'd recommend to other people? Is it easy?
It's not digging holes in the road, and it's, you know, it feels very fortunate that I'm doing something which I would be doing anyway and able to earn money from it. But you got to work hard at it. You get out of it what you put in, and all those other platitudes. But that's true.
What would you say to an unsigned band now that's trying to make it out there?
In the beginning, you're always going to have the core support you get of friends and relatives and that sort of thing coming to your gigs. So you can't have it every week. You can't expect everyone to be coming along to see you every week. You've got to make it once a month, once every 2 months, make it a special night. So if you were able to get someone down, some kind of scout or A&R type, they come along and they see something happening and they think, crikey, why haven't I heard about all this? You know, this seems like something's really going on here. And try and start a buzz around yourself. So rehearse a lot and try not to gig too much in the beginning.
Brilliant, absolutely fantastic to speak to you. We're going to film a bit of your gig later on.
Yep.
Looking forward to playing out on that. But thanks very much.
Nice to meet you.
Really good to meet you.
Best of luck.
Cheers, Mark. It was Mark from the Bluetones.